All right, so you're a Java developer. You build incredibly powerful, robust back-end logic, but when it comes to the front end, things can get a little fuzzy, right? Well, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the two core building blocks of the web, HTML and CSS. And we'll start with a problem that I bet looks pretty familiar.
So let's just dive right into a super common scenario. It's something I see all the time with brilliant back-end developers. You've engineered this amazing, efficient system, but when it's time to actually show it to a user, something just gets lost in translation.
You know this feeling, don't you? Your servlets are running like a dream. The data models are absolutely flawless. The whole application is a powerhouse of functionality. But the user interface, it just feels flat, kind of bland, a little uninviting, and it definitely doesn't scream, hey, look at the amazing engineering happening under the hood. So how do we fix this? Where do we even begin? Well, we start at the foundation, and the very first piece of that puzzle is HTML. This is the language that provides the essential structure for literally everything you see on the web.
HTML, or Hypertext Markup Language, is basically the skeleton of your web page. It's not worried about pretty colors or fancy fonts. Its entire job, its whole reason for being, is just to organize your content into logical chunks. Things like headings, paragraphs, lists, and links.
You know, a really great way to think about this is like an architect's blueprint for a house. The blueprint doesn't tell you the color of the paint on the walls, right? But it absolutely defines where the rooms are, where the walls go, and where the doors are. In that exact same way, HTML lays out all the different sections and elements of your page. It is the fundamental structural map.
And this takes us right back to that dilemma we started with. When your JSP or your Servlet just spits out that raw HTML structure, this is what you get. I mean, it's functional, for sure. All the information is there, but it's stark. There's nothing to really guide the user's eye or make the experience pleasant.
But what if we could take that exact same structure, that same skeleton, and give it a complete and total makeover? Let's bring in the real magic of the second layer, CSS, and watch the incredible transformation that can happen.
And there it is. Now keep in mind, the HTML, the actual structure, is exactly the same as what we just saw. But by adding CSS, it is a completely different world. All of a sudden, we've got colors, we've got modern fonts, a clean layout, it's inviting, it's professional, and it's easy to read.
So, this is the power of CSS, which stands for Cascading Style Sheets. If HTML is the blueprint of the house, CSS is the interior designer. It's the paint on the walls, the choice of furniture, the cool light fixtures. It's all of those stylistic choices that bring the structure to life and give it a real personality.
This all boils down to a really simple but really important two-step process. You always start with HTML. You build that solid, logical frame for all your content. Then, and only then, do you bring in CSS to decorate that frame and apply all the visual polish. It's always structure first, then style.
This is it. This is the crucial takeaway. If you remember one thing, make it this simple equation. HTML equals structure and CSS equals style. For a developer, this is a concept you already know inside and out, separation of concerns. By keeping the structure of the document totally separate from how it's presented, you get this massive flexibility that modern web development is built on.
Okay, so this is all great, but let's connect the dots. How does understanding this simple separation actually help you, as a Java developer, make your powerful applications truly stand out? Because, look, a great front end does so much more than just look pretty. It creates a professional user experience that immediately builds trust with your users. It makes all that powerful back-end logic you wrote not just functional, but genuinely accessible and easy to use. And when an application is actually enjoyable, you're going to see way higher user engagement and adoption. It's that simple. So in the end, that little bit of front-end polish isn't just window dressing. It's what allows the true brilliance of your back-end engineering to be fully seen, to be appreciated, and to be used to its full potential. It's basically the spotlight for all of your hard work.
You've already done the really hard part. You've built a brilliant, robust backend. Now you have the tools to complete the picture and really make it pop. So the only question left is, how are you going to make your work shine?